Tennis is by far the greatest sport on planet Earth. Tennis is the #1 sport. It is the most popular sport in the world. But here in the US, most people don't think of tennis as being the best sport on the planet. And yet, it is still the best sport on planet Earth. So I'm going to go through in this video some of the other sports. I'm going to kind of rank them and give some reasons why people don't think tennis is the #1 sport. And I'm going to give reasons why tennis is the #1 sport. So, my #2 sport behind tennis is going to be hockey. Yes, hockey is my #2 best sport of all time. When I was younger, I played all sports. And one of the things I always loved to do was play, I shouldn't even say hockey, but street hockey. Street hockey, no skates, and I like to ice skate. I like to play ice hockey. I like to play all forms of hockey, but street hockey is the best. Why? I don't want that fucking heavy ass puck. I don't want to put on all that gear, and I don't want to have to deal with the skates and this and that. I want street hockey, and I also want 3-on-3. I don't want to do no full. When I say street hockey, I'm talking about 3-on-3, 2-on-2, maybe 4-on-4, half court hockey. I'm not talking about the full ice rink with all the gear and all the shit. I'm talking about 2-on-2, 3-on-3 hockey. That's my #2. Which brings me to my #3, and that's basketball. And the same thing goes for basketball. I want to play 3-on-3. I want to play 2-on-2, 1-on-1. 5-on-5 is probably one of the sports that are most accepted by somebody like me because it's still quick. But all that, you get to touch, everyone's touching the ball. I love games. I love sports where everyone gets to touch the ball. And this is part of the reason why tennis is the greatest sport on the planet, because you get the ball. It's 1-on-1. I don't even like doubles. I'm not even talking about doubles in tennis. I'm talking about singles. You get to touch the ball every time. And that's what's so great about it. So let's go back. I'm going to go back to basketball. Basketball is similar. Everyone gets to touch the ball. 5-on-5 is a little bit too much, but 2-on-2, 3-on-3, everyone gets a chance to shoot. No goalie, no one wants to play goalie. No one wants to be the goalie. I mean, maybe if you played the sport for a long time and then you get into professional sports, maybe you'll play the goalie because you're getting paid so much fucking money. But really, everyone wants to touch the ball. So we got tennis is #1, which I'm going to come back to. Hockey's #2, street hockey. Basketball, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Football, American football, not soccer. Not football, not soccer, American football. Same thing with American football. 2-on-2, 3-on-3, field, flag football. I'm talking about flag football, not necessarily tackle football. No one wants to play tackle football. Tackle football is okay. You got to put all the pads on, this and that. But here's the thing. Flag football, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Everyone gets to touch the ball. Everyone gets to learn how to throw the football. Even the big guys, the linemen, this shit is all ridiculous. Everyone should get to touch the ball. Everyone should have to run down the field and catch the ball. And that's why if we're going to take football and we're going to make it 11-on-11, it's no longer even it's not even in my list. It's not even on my list, which is why soccer, when you're kicking the ball, soccer's probably at one of my lowest because you don't get to touch the ball. You got to kick the ball. It's really fucking hard to use your feet to play with a ball. Okay? It's too hard. But even if I was going to put soccer on my list, it still has to be 2-on-2, 3-on-3, indoor soccer. I think they got a special name for indoor soccer. But this gigantic field, this massive field, and this huge, you got this huge net. You think it'd be easy to score. It's hard as shit to score. No one wants to play that. No one wants to watch that. I can watch it because I'm a sports fan. But in general, small field, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, skill game, so everyone learns how to use their feet. Everyone gets to touch the ball. It's fun. Another thing I don't like about soccer is brutal. I mean, this idea that players get kicked in their shins and it's absolutely brutal. There's no need for it. I don't know the rules, but they need to change the fucking rules. Because that's part of the reason why I'd rather play American football than soccer. Because at least I got pads on and shit. And I got someone swooping in out of nowhere, taking out my legs. So I want to circle back to tennis and why tennis is the number one sport. I already gave the number one reason is because everyone gets to touch the ball. You get to play the whole time. There's no sitting out. There's no cheering for your team. There's no bench play. Everyone gets to play. And the other reason is, if you know anything about tennis, it requires all the skills to play great tennis. It requires all the skills of the previous sports that I mentioned. If you can play soccer at a basic level, if you can do some of the skills of play that they're required by soccer players, American football players, hockey players. You think even hockey, you got to have that stick. You got a tool that you got to use, just like the racket. What else I mentioned? Basketball, the dribbling, the shooting. It's all there. If you play soccer, football, basketball, hockey, you're going to be set up greatly to play tennis. So if you're going to be a tennis player, if you're a tennis player, you automatically, if you're playing in the right arena around people that know what they're doing, you get to play all them other sports. If you're in like some type of academy or athletic group or athletic school, you get to play all them sports. It's all combined into one, and it culminates. It's like a pyramid. At the bottom, you have all these team sports that you play for fun, and then as you go up the pyramid, you get to tennis. You get to tennis. There's a tennis ball. The number one sport on the planet. All the ones on the bottom, you can throw them all down there. Lacrosse, cricket, what else is there? Field hockey. I'm not even going to say what they are, okay? They're all at the bottom. And then as you go up the pyramid, you get to football. You get to American football. You get to basketball. You get to hockey. And then comes the pinnacle, the zenith. Tennis, the best sport on the planet.